Hey everybody, Hunter back again from Showtime Studios. Going to do part number 3 of the vinyl top tutorial. And in this part here, we're going to be doing the little connector piece that puts our two halves of the molding together at the back of the car. And like I say, you can leave this step out, or you can add it in. I'm going to show you how to do it. What we'll be working with on this is the 10 thousandths by 60 thousandths that we used on our folds, our simulated folds on the top. And we're also going to be using, what is this, 60 thousandths half round. And it's 1.5 millimeter. And we'll see if we can get a shot of it there. There we go. And like I say, it's just a small half round, 60 thousandths, not real big. And what I did is I actually took a piece of both of those, the strip styrene and the half round, and I set my chopper, which is this tool here that we did a video on. I set it to 1/8 of an inch, and I went ahead and clipped off one piece of the flat material, and I clipped off one piece of the half round. And what we're going to do with those two pieces is we are going to come here in the back of the car using the same technique with the glue that we used on the roof rails, and we're just going to put a little bit down on the center line that we marked here on the back of the car. Don't need a lot. And I've got the two little pieces laying over here. I'm just going to take the end of the knife and pick those up. You can see it there on the end of the knife. And we're just going to center that 1/8 inch piece of flat plastic on our mark. Just like that. And then we're going to come in and we're going to put just a little bit of glue on top of that. Not much. Just a little speck is all you need. And another little trick for you guys that may have a problem trying to dispense glue out of this, you can take a piece of scrap plastic like we have here and go ahead and just squeeze out a drop or so of glue on this and use a toothpick. And you can come in and do the same thing. I've used these applicators here so much that I can pretty much, control exactly how much glue I want to come out of it. But I know some people out there have a hard time with the applicator, so using the plastic and a toothpick is another option. So next we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up our piece of 1/8 inch wide half round that we cut. Same way, just barely putting the edge of the hobby knife blade into it. You don't want to put a lot of mark in this because this will be bare metal foiled later on. So you don't want to put any flaws in it. And I will be doing some sand work on the trim and stuff like that. So that's no big deal really to have a little bit of a mark in it. And as I can see, I didn't quite get enough glue down on there. So I'm going to put just a little bit more down on this piece of 10 thousandths plastic. And we'll try it this time around and see what we got. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Same thing with that. You just want to center it over top of the piece of strip styrene that's down there. Try to get it exactly over top of it. And that's looking pretty good. I'll turn it around here and let you show what we have. We have just a little bump at the back of the car there. And what we're going to do with that is our trim coming around the sides is going to be 60 thousandths half round. And that little 10 thousandths spacer is just going to bump the centerpiece up 10 thousandths of an inch. And that's going to create just a little bit of a step. And I actually have a piece here that I've already I've formed both of my curves for the most part, and I did this all by hand. Didn't use a jig or heat or anything like that. This real thin 60 thousandths, you don't need heat on it. You can bend it just cold in your fingers, and I got the bends to match. And what we'll be doing next is we'll be sliding the two ends of this right up against those two little pieces we just put in. and that'll create a step in the center, and that looks like the little connector piece that goes in. So that's what we have for part number 3 of the tutorial, and I'll probably go ahead and do part 4 tomorrow afternoon after I get home from work, so stay tuned for that. And like always, I thank you for watching and supporting Showtime Studios, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.